Hey, how we doing, everyone? Once again, coming here to you live from Tulare, California, in the wonderful San Joaquin Valley. Another edition of Can You Feel It? Hey, I was just wondering here today, thinking about California in and of itself. Trying to create some off-the-wall redistricting measure that makes no sense whatsoever to try and capitalize on its supermajority and add more to it, which seems kind of silly because they already have a supermajority and it makes no sense. And the only reason it's being done is because Texas, under Texas law, can do that, whichever party's in power. So, hey, they can do it, let them do it. California, on the other hand, passed a proposition many years ago that gave that authority to an independent commission. And now Governor Newsom wants to sit there and try and just bypass everything illegally, may I say, and try to do this, add to the same measure. And it's such a shame when we go tit for tat and do some silly off the wall things that make no sense whatsoever. I just can't see why we would get, once again, so petty. It just seems idiotic to try and do something like that, especially when your state already holds a supermajority. I mean, all these things are going to pass on, and in years to come, hopefully things will work itself out, and we'll be back to living our lives in the same comfortable way that we've always done before. But to me, that seems like a long shot now until we get people with common sense, whether they're Democrat, Republican, or independent. Just common sense. Agree to disagree and move on. I mean, quit getting silly because all you're doing is, trying to instill. When you get elected, you're there elected by the people. You're there to help your constituency. But when you want to try and implement your own social agenda simply because it's yours, now nobody else's, not even your constituency, because quietly, your constituency is saying, "What are we doing?" It makes no sense, but they won't speak out because of the fact they're afraid that their neighbors or their friends that run the same way are going to say something against them. And that's truly a shame, too. Because you know what? When it's hard just to be yourself, that's really silly. You can't be yourself and speak your mind. That's why me, as what I call the silent majority, are now speaking up. You know, we have to, like I said before, find a way to come together. I mean, hopefully here in the future, we'll be able to do that. But right now, I just want to say to all you listeners out there, if you're listening, vote no on Proposition 50 and get rid of this elections rigging, what they want to call some kind of act. I call it a revenge act. That's all it is. And when you live with hate and revenge in your heart, even at the upper levels of government, I'm talking all the way to the White House too, it gets silly. Let's just hope that we can find a common ground together. Thank you very much.